Hello. Now, somebody let me know if you can all hear me and see me by putting, um, let's get a different fruit in this time. Actually, let's go for a vegetable. Let's have aubergine in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Get those aubergines in the chat if you can hear me and see me. We are tonight streaming through a different streaming service. And so, therefore, I am not directly streaming from my PC. So here's what I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping that means that Leeds Lately doesn't have any crashes because I'm using a virtual camera through StreamYard. So that's what I'm hoping happens. Added benefit of having StreamYard is that I can show people's comments. So there you go. One of our lovely members, Karen Curtin, has put a comment in the chat to let me know that she indeed can see and hear me. So yeah, that's what we're going to try tonight. If it doesn't work, I give up. But look, we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. But welcome everybody. Bit of a strange start, but welcome everybody to the live stream. Thank you all for joining me once again in this championship live stream. We've got tonight Leeds versus. Oh, it's okay. Sounds a bit echoey. Let's have a little look at what the audio is. Yeah, okay. You ready for this? You ready for it to change really crisp? Just go from talking like this, talking like that, and then when you start to change it, you go, oh, okay. There's a little bit of crispness. There's this microphone coming through as opposed to the crappy little webcam that's up there that you can't even see on top of the computer. You should now be able to hear me in crisp, clear 4K audio. Anyway, on to the business at hand. Welcome everybody to the stream. Of course, welcome to all of our Leeds Lately members. Got a few in the chat down below. We've got Martin Sykes, Robert Wetzel, CB. We've got Karen Curtin. I don't know. I think not sure if we've got any more members than that at the moment, but I'm sure we will see some at the moment. I don't know if I mentioned Martin Sykes. If I didn't, there's your mention, Martin. But yes, welcome everybody who's joining the stream, those Leeds Lately members, and of course our normal Leeds Lately subscribers as well. Welcome all of you to the stream. Much appreciate you for joining me tonight. And of course, we'll get into the lineup very shortly, which is actually unchanged from the last game, but we will go into it. And I've just seen a video of Meslier heading the ball, which is quite strange actually to see. But yeah, like I say, not long now until kickoff in this one, and Leeds hoping to get a win and go back to the top of the table, which would be delightful, really, considering a lot of the time when we have big pressure games like this, we don't do too well. But last time against Sunderland, I really think that we could have won that game and should have won that game. Obviously, we had the huge mishap with Meslier, but regardless of that, we probably should have scored more goals than we did anyway. So yeah, it's important that we go and get the 3 points today. Let's have a little look. It's no surprise really that the lineup is unchanged. Let's have a little look at it here. You've got Meslier in goal. Bogle, Rodon, Ampadu, and Firpo make up the back four. In front of them, you've got Gruev and Tanaka, and then in front of those, again, you have James, Aronson, and Solomon across that midfield, and then you've got Joel Peru up front. Pressure? What pressure? Pressure's for tyres. So that is the lineup. Yes, of course. Leeds unchanged. Craig Thomas saying, Max, God here. I don't know if you're speaking to me directly as God, but I did not know God was called Craig Thomas. That's an interesting one. God's here. Oh, God's here. Oh, okay. New account name. Yeah. So we do know you. I thought you were a newbie, but we do know you. But look, yeah, Leeds tonight, unchanged lineup. Again, In that top corner, you'll see, please refrain from posting about goals before I have reacted to them, just to avoid spoiling my reaction. And then, of course, underneath that is our corners, since we last scored directly from one as well. I don't know if I feel like I'm a little bit. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. See more of me not cutting off the top of my head with the camera. Now, everyone, get your Ryan Tunes asking in the chat what are your score predictions. So everybody, get your score predictions down in the chat below. Here he is, Ryan Tune, saying that my score prediction is 2-1 Leeds. 2-1 Leeds is what I think I'm going to go for in this one. And I do think that it's going to be a tough game, tougher than some of the other opponents we've faced. But I do just think that, yeah, we've got some. I think that we can get across the line. We've got some predictions coming in now. We've got Ruggy saying 2-1 Leeds. We've got Liam B and CB, the Ryman brothers, both saying 3-0 Leeds. Kiwi White saying 2-1 Leeds, like me. Robert Wetzel saying 3-1 to Leeds. Karen Curtin saying 2-1 to Leeds. Ionic Heat, great name, saying 1-0 to Leeds. Penny Lane saying 2-1 to Leeds. But yeah, look, any result where Leeds come out on top is fantastic. Of course, we haven't scored in a few games. Which side of Sheffield is he on, Stephen? Is he a Wednesday or is he a Sheffield United fan? Kiwi White saying we are the best team in the league. Time to show it. Yeah, well, now would be a good time, wouldn't it? Now would be a good time to show it. So yeah, it's important that we actually go out there and do what we need to do. Oh, sorry, I've just pressed something there. Not that you could even see that, but either way. But yeah, look, I just think that Ryan Chu saying 5-0 to Leeds, Martin Sykes saying 7-0. Well, I wish I had your optimism. Look, there's 5-0 from Ryan, 7-0 from Martin. Unbelievable if we were to do something like that again, but I can't see it. You were at Live Aid for the last hour, Martin. That would have been absolutely unbelievable. I've seen Queen live, but only in recent years when obviously Adam Lambert was doing the job of frontman, which obviously he's never going to be Freddie Mercury, but I don't think he was particularly trying to be Freddie Mercury because that just wouldn't have worked out. But he was great and they were great. We went to see them at the O2 Arena in London, and yeah, it was a really good night. Queen are unbelievable, but seeing them back in their pomp would have been incredible. CB was talking about under pressure. Right, yeah. Pierre saying, welcome to the chat, Pierre, another one of our Leeds Lately members. Pierre saying, I thought Watford was going to be 2-1 to Leeds, so I've given up predicting. Yeah, I mean, look, fair enough. Fair enough, to be honest. It is hard to predict, and of course, it's a fallacy anyway because none of us really know, and you can't predict a game of football with any insight. Really, you never know what's going to happen. So, look, we'll see what happens. Ooh, I can change my brand color here. Let's have that as a little bit more of a Leeds Lately color. Ooh, let's see. Let's try classic mode, and then let's say Grumpy Up Man joining the chat, and we'll say hi, folks, or hi, Pierre. I accidentally clicked on the wrong one. That's a bit big. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. Let's try this one. I've watched that as well, Martin. Great movie. I need it that big. I can't see. Let's try it. There's a few different options. I wonder if we can turn it down a little bit or not in terms of size. Turn it down in terms of size. Let's show this comment for its ridiculousness. Oh, we quite like this format. CB saying, Max, when will you be dyeing your beard yellow, blue, and white? The answer to that is I never will be. But I will. I'll tell you what, I'll get a tattoo of a Yorkshire rose or just a rose in general, but to represent Yorkshire. And I'll do it in 3, 2, 1. I think it's happened. Hold on. Oh yeah, I think it's happened. It's up here somewhere. There it is. Well, that's odd. There it is. I've done it. So that must have happened just then. Ooh, all that pain in 1 second. Seeing some. Thanks, Penny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game tonight. I think that it could be a classic. Yeah, Pierre had a council meeting last Tuesday, so there was no no football for you, and you had to listen to it through SofaScore, which is a little bit annoying, isn't it? Well, we're only about 4 minutes away from kickoff now in the Stadium of Light. Leeds currently sat in second position. Those of you who are just joining us, like someone such as Gareth Hobson, who's just joining us, welcome, Gareth. There is the lineup for those of you who missed it. Melier, Bogle, Robert, Ampadu, Firpo, Gruev, Tanaka, James, Aronson, Solomon, and Peru make up an unchanged Leeds United starting 11. And look, there's plenty in there, isn't there? Plenty in there to win the game. I think if you look at us position for position, we've got them all over the pitch. And look, I think we've got it in the locker, very much so, to go out and win this game tonight. So, look, I'm fairly confident. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that big red button. If you're new here, there's plenty of live streams, plenty of other content as well. I did release a video the other day, Leeds United hot takes. So there's Luke from Ought to Know Better, Just Joe from Just Joe Football Show, Joe Blackburn as well from his channel, Joe Blackburn. And then I put my own hot take in there this time because I got a bit of stick from the other lads for asking them all for a hot take in the last video and then not putting one in myself. But to be honest, I kind of forgot about it. I have added my own hot take at the end of this video, at the end of the video this time. So if you haven't seen that video, check that out in the coming days. Crossman52 joining us as well. Welcome to another one of our Leeds Lately members. Let's show the world we belong at the top and in the Prem. Absolutely, that would be great if we could put on a performance to impress. Good point as well by Robert Wetzel. Like 100 likes guarantees Leeds goal regardless of prior Leeds goals. Yeah, absolutely. That is fact. Welcome, Lloydis. Welcome to the chat. Martin saying I've got friends from Kuala Lumpur watching this match and live. Oh, and this live. Oh, cool. Well, hello to Martin's friends from Kuala Lumpur. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We've got something to change. We've got something to change here, and I've got to do it quickly. I thought that we were away. I don't know why I thought we were away. I forgot that the one earlier in the season. I think it's because we were away at Sheffield United, and I think that's what's confused me. And that's in a week's time on Monday. I completely didn't realize that this. I've even put in the description that it's the Stadium of Light and everything. So let's see what happens when I press export as. Let's export this quickly and hopefully, yes, we're in the watch-alongs folder. As if by magic, whoop, we flipped back around again. There we go. I mean, the description is going to be wrong, but I mean, and even the title of the stream is wrong. But do you know what? Don't really matter that much, does it? I don't think I can actually edit it now that it's live. Maybe. Oh well. Well, we're at Elland Road, yes. And the reason I realized is because I wasn't really watching the game. The reason that I realized is because I heard the backing track to Marching On Together rather than it just being the players doing it the fans doing it themselves. So I was like, hold on a second, why is Sunderland playing the actual Marching On Together anthem? And then that is when my brain clicked into gear. Look, it would be good to really wipe the smile off. It'd be good to really wipe the smile off Chris Wilder's face as well tonight. So before he, sorry, I keep thinking that we're playing Sheffield United. It's the red and white, but it would still wipe the smile off his face, considering that they're top at the moment and we're playing Sunderland to get top. Did I miss Isaac joining the stream? Where did I miss that? Oh, there he is. Hey, Isaac, welcome. One of our Leeds Lately members, of course. If you want to become a member, hit that join button down below and you'll see what you have to do from there. But yes, welcome, Isaac, to the chat. I'm just checking that that's ready to go. The referee about to blow his whistle. There we are, underway here. Here's Altanaka. Now, Ilya Gruev, Ethan Ampadu, Joe Rodon. Back across to Ampadu. Now into Gruev again. Now Rodon. Jaden Bogle now. Cleared away there by Luke 09. And now Job Bellingham plays the ball back out to Kirkin on the left-hand side. Overlapping him is the new signing for Sunderland, Enzo Lefebvre. Now out to the right-hand side for them. But that ball's gone out into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in here for Sunderland out on the right-hand side. Welcome, everybody, if you're just joining us. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on, Leeds. We're in fine fettle goal scoring wise, so let's see if we can add to that tonight and get some more. Ball out to the right hand side there, and then back in. I think I'll create, if we get promoted, especially, I think I'll create some new graphics for the Watchalong. Oh, good ball out to the right, at the left-hand side there for Lefebvre. Puts the ball across the box. We slipped there. Oh, good save by Meslier. And then the second ball, Meslier saves it again, and now it's with Bellingham inside the box. Leeds need to be careful here. We really nearly conceded. Ball came to the back, out the backside of the box and was shot. Meslier made a really good save. Flicked away there by Brendan Aronson. Now spread out to the other side, and now Jaden Bogle can pick the ball up. Oh, Tanaka. Oh, no, it's Gruev that's nutmegged the midfielder, and he's on a run here. Here's Gruev. Ball out wide to Manos Solomon, but Manos Solomon's intended pass has been intercepted, and now Sunderland have the ball back. Oh, ball forward here into the box, and Meslier can come out and collect that one. Mellier's doing well. Mellier's had a good few minutes to start here. Made a good save. I want to see Joe's new graphics. He's just watching replays at the moment, so not too much to worry about. Oh, he's got a full lineup and everything. Very smart. Next matches, live statistics. Very smart. Yeah, I suppose I don't need to be huge, do I? I've not thought about that too much. Bogle gets a foot in there, but that's going to be out for a throw-in. Tanaka there with a good foot, but it's going to be another throw in there. Oh, good foot there by Bogle. Bogle with a chance to try and put the ball in the box, but it's been taken away here. But Dan James has got it back. Tanaka. Oh, I didn't know what you were referring to there, Martin. Very good. Bogle has hit that one against Kirkin, and it's gone out for a Leeds corner kick. Let's have a look at this corner count then. It's Solomon trying to weave his way into the box. Now Gruev. James, ball back here to Solomon. Solomon with a chance to play the ball across. It's bounced back out to Solomon again. Another chance for him to try and get the ball in the box. Dropped off to Dan James on the wing. Now back to Solomon again. Solomon still going here. Back to Bogle and then back across there to Joe Rodon. Welcome, Chazza. Welcome, anybody who's joining us, of course. Remember to hit that big red. That one down below. Leeds had a corner then, didn't they? And they didn't do anything with it. Let's have a look. So 117 corners without scoring directly from one. Here's Tanaka. Now Aronson. Here's Dan James now. Dan James tries to get that one in the box. It's going to be a Leeds corner kick there. Yep, remember what it says up in the top top left there, and like CB says, remember, no goal shouts until I say it's a goal, just cause. It'll spoil the game for me. That's an awful corner by Ilya Gruev there. That puts us on 118. We reckon we're going to hit 150 before we score from directly from a corner. I feel like that's a better way to put it. Anyway, here are Sunderland out on the left-hand side with Enzo Lefebvre. Back to Job Bellingham and then back into the defence again for Luke 09. I'm not sure that we even do Sajal, to be fair. Welcome, Sajal, to the chat as well. One of our Leeds Lately members. Lots of slipping going on. Sorry, I was just parroting what Robert said then. That wasn't my own original comment. Prediction, we will score from a corner to clinch promotion, says Gareth Hobson. Well, wouldn't that just be ironic? He's good. He's a very good championship midfielder, Big Chazza, and I'm fairly surprised that nobody at a higher level has picked him up yet. But then maybe they're asking for a lot of money. People, Sunderland will be going, well, he's got the same DNA, man. Bit of a break in play here as Sunderland player there is still down after that little slip. Yeah, it was pretty much straight at him from Joe Bellingham from the edge of the box, that diving save before, but it's a good save. It's a good save. He pushes it away and then he gets up and he charges out and he makes a second save. Yeah, he does well there, Melier. Like that work from him. Very good goalkeeping. First one wasn't a ridiculously hard save. Second one wasn't a ridiculously hard save, but combining them together, it's a very good piece of goalkeeping. Here's Firpo. Now Ampadu. Took a little yeah, it did take a little nick off the defender, didn't it? It's Tanaka. And now Brendan Aronson. Job and Isidore are the players in the championship that I respect the most. Yeah, they've both been very good, haven't they? I reckon Enzo Lefebvre is going to add himself to that list by the end of the season. Here's Bogle with a chance to cross, maybe. Bogle's cross cut out, bounces back off him, and then goes to Enzo Lefebvre. Bogle trying to battle for it in the corner here. Oh, it's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Yes, it is going to be a Leeds corner kick. I'm very happy to attempt them, Martin. I think that's another corner. Yeah, it is another corner for Leeds. Okay, Martin, just give me a second. Did Leeds take a corner then? Because I feel like they did, and it didn't go very well once again. Is it Singye? The first one? That's with a bit of Googling. It's a long sent ball for the goalkeeper there for Sunderland. Gruev heads it away. Aronson gets a little flick on him. I've got to say, Aronson's not really been involved too much so far. Here's Solomon. But his ball is intercepted there. I mean, anyone would be happy to let us have corners with our reputation, wouldn't they? Here's Ampadu. And Bogle. Back to Rodon again. Now Rodon again. Cross to Ampadu. Gruev. Fizzed ball across there to Joe Rodon. And Joe Rodon can carry it up the right-hand side now and give it to Dan James. Takes a little touch inside. Dan James with a lot of pace there, doing really well. Now to Firpo, who plays it back out to Gruev. Gruev out wide now to Solomon. There were three different names, though, CB, I think. Oh, Solomon's ball across the box and no one met it there. Kirkin now plays it forward to Enzo Lefebvre. Gruev's there on the cover, though, with Bogle. And they forced him to go backwards there. Good defending. You can't take it off him, at least turn him around. Well done, Rodon. Wins the ball back there strong in the tackle against Isidore. Now Gruev. Sorry, that's Ampadu actually charging forward from the defence there. He's 4 as opposed to number 44. Here's Solomon. Oh, it's James actually taking a position out on the left-hand side. They're swapping around so much that I actually am struggling to keep track, which is obviously something that's good from a Leeds point of view in terms of keeping them away from our attacking players. Let's just plug the tablet in. It's on 91% and will probably last the game, and it's good to have that back up, isn't it? Corner comes in, headed across and cleared away. It was a better corner, but still not very good. That does put us on 120. They are attempting to counter-attack here. But Leeds have got back and made sure that they can't do that. Ball back to the goalkeeper here. And now playing out from the back, Sunderland. Feel like this is going to be a bit of a cagey affair until a goal goes in, and then it might open up. Here is Sunderland charging forward through the midfield. Don't forget to like the stream as well. How many likes have we got at the moment? We've got 62 likes, 88 viewers. If you haven't, that means there's some of you who haven't liked it. Hold on. So did someone become a new member? It says new members 1. If you became a new member or renewed your membership, let me know who it was, and I'll flash your name up on the screen. Because it says what new members 1. So I kind of want to know who it is so I can put you up on the screen and appreciate your support. Throwing here at the moment to Sunderland, so not too much happening. Throwing comes in and Firpo knocks it back out for another throw-in, this time on the halfway line. It might be someone renewing the membership rather than someone who's cancelled and then re-upped. But if they don't want to say, they don't have to. But I like to try and give our members recognition, as is part of the package. FH meaning first half, I assume, Penny, and if so, I very much agree. I think if we get a goal earlier on in the first half, the game opens up and becomes easier for us. I think the longer it goes on, the harder it gets for us and the better it gets for Sunderland. Am I getting notifications telling me that Leeds are playing Sunderland right now when I kind of already know because I'm live streaming it to 92 people? Isaac saying, how long do you give Solomon/James to score before summit on Nonto Ramazani? Later in the second half, probably 65th, 70th minute, maybe one of them at that point. Oh, it's Amanda. I don't think it ever popped up saying that. So let's flash your name up on the screen now. Thank you so much, Amanda, for becoming a Leeds Lately member. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me when people contribute to this channel to keep it going. So much appreciated on that one. Thank you ever so much. Dan James had a little attempt at a shot there, but it was deflected, and it's going to be another corner to Leeds, and it's going to be Ilya Gruev to take it again. Here's Gruev. Corner comes into the box. This is a better delivery. Headed away, though, by Sunderland. And now out to Manuel Solomon. Solomon going down the left-hand side, gives it to Firpo. Big Chazza saying, manifesting 25th minute, James. I sincerely hope you're right, Big Chazza. I really do, because Dan James has been really on fire at the moment, and it would be good to get a goal. Ooh, Solomon wiped out there. Hey, Kiwi White's become a member as well. Thanks so much, Kiwi White. That time it showed up on the screen. I don't understand why it didn't show up. Yeah, it didn't show up Amanda's before, which is a shame. In the same way, but we've mentioned it now anyway, so that's all right. But welcome, Kiwi White. I think you've been a member before, Kiwi, or maybe somebody gifted you a membership. I can't remember, but either way, thank you so much for your support in joining the channel as a member. I don't know if these things, if I just don't untick them, does it just stay on there forever? Or yeah, it does look like so. It was a heavy challenge on Solomon. It really was a heavy challenge. But I mean, he has gone down and he is getting some medical treatment. He's got one leg up in the air, and the linesman, what's he called? The physio is stretching it out for him, and Laji Ramazani has gone to go and warm up. So we'll have to see how serious this one is. Yeah. We've got a short break in play though here, so we can oh no, let's have a look at it. Yeah, he's gone into it. It was a good challenge, but it was very it was ball and man. I think he was trying to get both. I think he's probably going to be all right to carry on. He is very injury prone though, isn't he? So do you know what? Literally, as I said, he's very injury prone. I saw Robert Watzell's he's relacing his boot, and I read it as he's replacing his foot. He's replacing his foot, which I mean would have been a realistic thing to see from him. This is satire because Daniel Pepper is a very rare name, and I know Daniel Pepper, and he's a very good friend of mine. He's actually a Liverpool fan, so he's I think he's pulling our legs, our collective leg that we all share. I think he's pulling it. Here comes Luke 09. Plays the ball out to Dennis Kirkin on the left-hand side. Enzo Lefebvre takes it away, though, and comes inside now into that half space. Tries to cross it towards the edge of the box. Headed away, though, by Roden, and now Piru can carry it forwards here. Piru with a little ball into Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson out on that left-hand side. Looking for a passing option there. Aronson does well to get the ball out to Firpo. Firpo, little ball back to Aronson. Aronson does really well to keep hold of it there under a bit of pressure. You wouldn't have seen that happen a couple of years ago with Aronson. Spread it out to the right-hand side now. Jaden Bogle here. Oh, Jaden Bogle's gone past a player who's slipped over. Bogle's still with it in the box. Bogle, and he's tackled in the end, and the ball rolls through harmlessly to the Sunderland goalkeeper. But good bit of play there from Bogle. We've seen him do that before. Why do I need to be sat higher, Pierre? I am confusion. Oh, Leeds have won the ball back here. Here's Gruev. Now Manor Solomon inside the box. Drops it off to Aronson. Aronson still going here in the box. Now it comes out to Tanaka, who shoots, and it's cleared away. But Leeds still have the ball here. Here's Solomon. Tries to play it for Firpo on the overlap, but doesn't get there, and now Sunderland can come away with it. Leeds putting a bit of pressure on, though, so they might not be able to keep it up for too long, but it is going to be a goal kick in the end as that clearance comes off Firpo, I think it was, and it's going to be a Sunderland goal kick. Long goal kick here from Sunderland. I kind of zoned out for a second there. Now Sunderland have the ball down the right-hand side here. Chance for them to cross, but Gruev is there on the cover. Is that going to be given as a free kick? No. Firpo into Tanaka. Back to Firpo and then back to Ethan Ampadu again. been a bit 50-50 this game, to be honest. Leeds have had a few opportunities to get forward. Dan James is so quick and he's going to get there. And now he's fouled, surely. And that's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Why is Luke O'Nien still got hold of Dan James? Done really well there, Dan James, to get past a couple of players. He's so quick that he's managed to get there, draw a foul, and win Leeds a free kick. Yeah, I mean, Dennis Kirkin had a hold of him as well, Dan James, and he still managed to get to the ball. And then Kirkin had to foul him because he just couldn't deal with him. Yeah, commentators waxing lyrical about how fast he really is. Gruev then with another corner kick. It's not a corner this time. It's a direct free kick that Leeds player could have easily got on the end of, but not quite. And it's gone away for a throw-in on the opposite side after it was cleared away by Sunderland. Well, your prediction was wrong, Martin, because I just did my first yawn. Let's rehydrate with a bit of water. Here's Rodon. Oh, poor pass from Rodon, then a terrible pass from the midfield here anyway. Here's Bogle. Back now to Joe Rodon. And Purdue. Now back to Melier. That was actually a pretty... Stephen Dickinson saying how poor we are at set plays, but I did think that was a better delivery. Much better delivery. Here's Luke O'Nien. Ball all the way back to the Sunderland goalkeeper here. A bit of a miscommunication, and Luke O'Nien's taking it away. Now back again to the goalkeeper. Leeds putting a bit of pressure on, but he clears it with his weak foot. Now, I don't know what footed he is, but I think it was obvious from his kick there. Looked like he was swinging a golf club at it. Good ball there from Rodon. Down the line to Bogle. Bogle tries to play it into the box. Bogle tries to get to Aronson. Aronson blasts it just over the bar there with his weak foot. Aronson saying that it came off a Sunderland player and the referee's having none of it. Yeah, Aronson thinks it came off an opposition player as he hit that. I'm not 100% convinced it did. Decent effort, though, from Aronson from the edge of the box. Bit of vim on it. Long clearance there by the Sunderland goalie. Now, Manuel Solomon cuts inside, looking for options. Still going here, Solomon. Ball across the box. It's bounced out to the edge after that header. Now Bogle wins it back off Enzo Lefebvre. Here's Bogle. He's got options of Tanaka behind him if he needs him, but he's just nutmegged Enzo Lefebvre, and then it's been cleared by a Sunderland player. But Leeds do have the ball back with Ethan Ampadu in their own half now. Yeah, look, we haven't scored yet because we've got 98 people in the chat and only 80 likes. So if we hit that like button, we should get up to 100 likes, and that's when we score a goal. We all know that. We all know that. Of course we do. Challenge flew in there, and it's going to be a free kick. Enzo Lefebvre, I think it is, still down there after an Aronson challenge, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Not a great challenge by Aronson. I don't think they did a job on us last time, though, to be fair, Michael. Um, I think we should have won that game easily. Yeah, Bogle has been good, White Swan, hasn't he? Is Luco 9? It is, yeah, but I think that just comes with the territory, Michael, to be fair. Like, I think this season, because they are one of the top teams, good team at the top of the table, I think it's just similar to playing against Burnley or similar to playing against Sheffield United. It can be quite frustrating, apart from the Sheffield United game when we beat them 2-0 and we dominated a lot of that. But, like, playing teams around you, it's going to be more difficult. And I think that's just what we're seeing here, to be fair. Here's Firpo charging forwards. Ball out wide to Solomon. Solomon, see, he's having to cut in on his right foot, which is going to slow things down slightly. Now he gets the ball to Tanaka here. Tanaka tries to play it into the box. Here's Piru trying to hold it up, but away there by Sunderland again. Good foot by Tanaka and Aronson, but it's actually going to be given as a free kick. And I think Tanaka's going to get himself a yellow card for that when... Ooh, not sure it was one. I'm not sure it was one, to be honest. Martin Sykes with the super sticker, which we can now put up on the screen. Thanks so much, Martin, for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Each and every one of your, not just you, but the Royal U's contribution to the channel, whether that be memberships or through subscriptions, through subscriptions, but also through super chats and super stickers. Each and every one of them is massively appreciated, as it keeps this channel going, and it gets me a bit closer to being able to do this properly. Oh, Sunderland are in the box here, and they've scored. Is he called Wilson Isidore? Underneath Melier, it's hit the post and bounced in, very much against the run of play there. Yeah, let's get it back. Crossman 52 saying we've got to go ahead and bounce back now. It's a good ball over the top, but yeah, I don't think Ampadu does enough. I don't think Ampadu does enough there. He gets turned too easily. It's a really good finish. I'm not sure there's anything Melier could have done about it, but yeah, look, Ampadu's got round his waist and he's just turned him and put it in the bottom corner. That's what happens when you've got a really quality striker up front. Yeah, he did get turned easily. He did, didn't it? Didn't he? It's very frustrating. Come on, Aronson. Aronson goes down the line here. He can't keep it in, though. Oh, why was I so confident about what was happening this season? And now I'm kind of back to the typical, oh, God, it's all going to fall apart. But let's not panic, eh? Let's not panic. Yeah, Piru's been quiet so far, but I also think Aronson has as well. I think it's that central column of attacking threat that we've got that hasn't really been a threat. Aronson's had that one shot, but that just bounced back to him, I guess. Patrick Roberts there with a really poor touch, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Yeah, Ray LUFC saying plenty of time yet. Of course there is. Let's not panic too much. Here's Gruev. I do have the faith, Rob. I do. Let's hope we can go ahead and come back in and do something here. He's Rodon. Out wide to Dan James. Down the line now to Aronson. Aronson back to Bogle. Yeah, it was, to be fair to Jal. It was always going to be a test, but now Rodon. Yeah, we were bound to concede a goal at some point. And to be fair, a lot of us predicted 2-1 or 3-1. So let's just hope that's what happens. It's really good when we score first because we've got that ridiculous record. Here's Firpo, tries to put it in the box, ball bouncing around. It's going to be another corner kick to Leeds. Corner comes in the box. Goalkeeper catches that one straight off the corner. Really poor. Oh, thanks, Ollie. Well, thanks, Ollie's biscuits. Not quite Ollie himself, just the biscuits. Bit of an early shout there up the Villa. We had a temporary rivalry with Villa, you know, just because of that, pretty much because of that one season and that one game. But do you know what? I quite like Villa. Love what they've been doing. Like the manager, like a lot of their players. Yeah, I've got good feelings towards Villa. So don't worry about coming in here. If you're a Villa fan, like I don't think any of us are gonna have anything bad to say to you. So you don't need to. I know you're also obviously joking, but you don't need to try and wind us up. You can have a chat with us if you want. Here's Ampadu. Now Rodon. Back to Ampadu again. Here's Rodon. Now Bogle. Oh, Bogle fouled there, and it's going to be a free kick rather than a corner. I mean, it was either a. There was no point giving a free kick there because it was either a free kick or a corner because it was right by the corner flag. So now it doesn't count for my little counter. They did that on purpose. Yeah, that's about the long and short of it, Isaac, isn't it? Hey, we're up on 93 concurrent viewers and 91 likes, so at least 2 people haven't liked the stream. Here's Gruev then with the free kick near the corner flag, whipped in towards the back post. Oh, and it's gone out for a corner anyway. So now we get to add to the corner count. And that's another one. 1, 2, 3. And then Dan James blasts it over the bar. Yeah, Ampadu really doesn't do well enough on that goal, does he? Very frustrating. Long goal kick there from I was going to say Villa then, from Sunderland. Here's Rodon now. Aronson. Oh, taken away from him on the edge of the box. It was a good move by Leeds there, unlucky. Good foot by Tanaka, but unfortunately it's fallen back to Bellingham out on the left-hand side. Back to Enzo Lefebvre. And then back to Kirkin. All the way back to 09. Look at a goal before half-time really, really helps us here because it means we go into the second half as if it was 0-0. Good ball there. Out to Solomon. Solomon cuts inside. Still going here. Played across to Gruev. Leeds climbing up the pitch here. Now Bogle on the right-hand side. Gruev. Ampadu. Now Tanaka. Here's Solomon. Crosses that one in. Headed away to the edge of the box and then headed even further by Sunderland. Now Ampadu. Gruev. Why do teams just come and up their game against us? Like, how can they draw two? I think they drew 2-2 against Watford and we beat Watford 4-0. It's just like really frustrating. Here's Tanaka. Ball into Aronson. Oh, Aronson's shot blocked well there by the Sunderland defender. Not sure which one it was, but now they can come forward on the break and they try and play the ball forward to Isidore. But this time, Joe Rodon is there to cut that one out. No, we haven't really, Trev, have we? We've had a couple of chances from pot shots from distance. A lot of set pieces, but none of them have really come close to creating anything. Here's Solomon. But you only need one to fall, right? Don't you? You only need one to fall in the right way for someone to tap it in. Oh, great ball there into Bogle. Bogle crosses into the box, headed away, and the goalkeeper can come and catch that one. I hope so, Paul. I hope you're right. Hi, Mr. P. Even though I didn't have a good feeling about this match beforehand, nothing has changed as yet. Well, hopefully it does change, Mr. P, in the second half. Or even before half time, it would be nice to see us create something a little bit more clear cut. But so far, Sunderland have come with a game plan. And that game plan's working against us. Oh, not a great clearance there by the goalkeeper, and Leeds have picked it back up. Oh, it has gone straight to Luke 09 in the end. Now played out to the right-hand side for Roberts. Firpo. Good foot there by Firpo, but still picked up by Sunderland. Mr. P saying we're not providing anything from the wings. Build-up is still slow. No breakaways for us. Yeah, they're very good at getting back and organised as well, Sunderland, which is very frustrating for us when we are trying to break. Dan James has kind of been the only one who's ever been able to gain any room because of how fast he is, but nobody else can really keep up with him. So we need to all be moving together on these attacks. Aronson flicks that one onto Piru. Piru does so well there. That's what I'm talking about, that hold-up play. Out wide to Dan James. Dan James goes to shoot. He's hoping for a deflection, I think, there, Dan James, but it just rolls harmlessly into the keeper's gloves in the end. Not a great chance, not a great shot. Decent chance from where it was from, but not a great shot. Here's Luke 09 again. Here's Ampadu, who cuts that long ball out. That's a golfing term, that, isn't it, Robert? When they spin the angle of the club's wrong. Here's Meslier. Yeah, look, there's a long time to go in this game. Like White Swan says, still fancies our chances. There's a long time to go in this game. So, Dan James has been brought down there, but nothing given. And now Leeds have made the tackle in the end. Long ball forward here from Leeds towards Solomon, but 09 can clear that up and give it back to the Sunderland goalkeeper. Here's 09 again. Plays it out wide to Enzo Lefebvre. Sunderland playing around at the back here. Leeds need to press a little bit if they're going to want to win this back. Cleared in the end, though, by Sunderland, and Firpo does manage to keep it in there. And it's going to eventually be a Leeds throw-in with not so long left of this first half. Here's Rodon. Out wide now to Jaden Bogle. Back to Rodon. I'd expect maybe 2 or 3 minutes added onto this first half, given Solomon's injury. And I think we also had an injury for, was it Trey-Hume was as well, I think, injured earlier in the game. 4 minutes added on. Here's Gruev. Now Rodon. Bogle. Now Ampadu. Forced to kind of go back to Meslier in the end. And like Trev says, they are very comfortable. And they're not really too worried about what we can offer here. Here's Meslier. He's probably going to have to clear this one with his right foot. He does, and it is going to go into touch. Oh, no, it's not. It stays in. Here's Bogle. Dispossessed there by Enzo Lefebvre. Now Joe Bellingham. Bringing the ball forward. Oh, really poor challenge by Bogle. He's definitely going to get himself a yellow card. I think that's frustration. That's definitely frustration, that one. And there's no need to make a challenge like that and get yourself a yellow card. There really isn't. Yeah, there's no point doing that, though, is there? You've just given yourself a yellow card and something to think about for the rest of the game, which is going to make you reconsider some of your challenges and stuff. So it's very frustrating when people do that. Well, Patrick Roberts and Enzo Lefebvre stood over this one. Head into the box there by Isidore, and Meslier is able to catch that one. For some reason, Luke 09 was just on top of Meslier there for no reason. Not sure what that was about. I think Luke 09 is going to get himself a yellow card. Oh no, Wilson Isidore gets himself a yellow card. Not sure why he got one. Maybe just for a bit of pushing and shoving. A bit of the old argy-bargy. It was a wide open header, to be fair, Robert, but it wasn't in a massively dangerous area. Yeah, what the hell is Luke 09 doing? If this was Call of Duty back in the day, it would be he would be teabagging on top of Mellier's head. Well, still 1 minute to go of this additional time here. Wilson Isidore gets himself a yellow card. A needless one. Luke 09 also got himself one. Look, Luke 09 being on a yellow card, I think, is good news for us. Headed away there by Sunderland again, and now picked up by Aronson. Aronson tries to flick it through to Piru, but it's cleared away. Leeds have got about 30 seconds to score before half-time here, which I don't think is going to happen. Here's Firpo into Solomon. Solomon down the left-hand side. Maybe a little bit of a last chance for Leeds here. Now to Firpo. Firpo tries to cross it into the box. It goes towards the back post. It's cleared off the line. And it's going to be, is it going to be a corner or a goal kick? A corner or a throw in there. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Firpo, good cross into the box. Dan James heads it back across, and then Piru would have been there if Luke O'Nien hadn't cleared it off the line. Corner comes in from Leeds. It's directed back towards the box, but then cleared away in the end. And that is going to be half-time. Maybe we equalise 97th minute, is what Trev's saying, which would be ironic, wouldn't it? Yeah, look. That's the end of the first half. Let's get that timer gone. That is the end of the first half. Let's make sure that we close that so we don't get any crashes. That's the end of the first half. Look, 1-0 down at half-time. I am not going to do a reset this time, so it doesn't mean you have to go anywhere. I am going to have a temporary break for about just a minute or so, and then I shall be back very shortly to discuss the goings-on of that first half. Back short. Hello. We're back. Let's have a little talk about that first half. Let's have a look at some of the statistics. 1 second. Let's find our game. All right, let's have a look then. Here we go. So, statistics-wise, look at when you look at the attack momentum graph, Leeds have really been in charge of that. They've had a couple of spikes, and that's when they've scored the goals. We have kind of dominated the possession. The unfortunate thing is that when they had the possession in the small spike that they had, they scored. And that's what's very frustrating. Let's see if we can do something here. Wonder if we can add. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, the let's have a little look. So we want team statistics, not player. So here we go. So let's have a little look. 59% possession to Leeds, 41% possession to Sunderland, which is kind of what you expect. It's a home game for Leeds. Leeds have been the ones in control of the possession, but expected goals 0.52 to Leeds, 0.37 to Sunderland. Total shots for Leeds 10, 4 shots for Sunderland. For us, that's 2 shots on target out of 10, which really isn't great. We've had 8 corner kicks. They've had 0. We've made 4 fouls. They've made 3. We obviously made more passes because we've had more possession. But let's have a little look. The shot maps of ours have been only, only a couple have really been from any kind of close range, and I don't think Dan James's really counts as one. The header right before the halftime whistle. But look, Sunderland are predominantly attacking down their right-hand side through Patrick Robertson, trying to get the ball to Wilson Isidore. Leeds primarily trying to go down the right-hand side with Dan James. And it's a little bit like the opposites on each side. Leeds trying to attack down their right, Sunderland trying to attack down their right. And yeah, look, we've struggled in the final third to actually create things. We really have struggled to create things in the final third, and that's what's kind of holding us back here. Let's have a little look at the players' average positions for Leeds. Yeah, Dan James is the highest. Joel Peru's actually alongside Gruev for his average positions, which is how deep he's been having to come to try and get any kind of involvement in the play. Bogle's quite high. Tanaka, Ampadu, and Rodon are all in their own half, which not the end of the world, but a lot of the time in other games we've seen Tanaka be a bit higher than that. And I think they've just been very good at pinning us back. I really do think they've been good at pinning us back. But the fact that Joel Peru and Ilya Gruev are alongside each other for the players' average positions, that's a worry that I have. That is a worry that I have. In terms of Sunderland, they've pretty much all been inside their own half, apart from Chris Rigg, who obviously is a midfielder. So even Wilson Isidore has been coming deeper than he would usually like to be. And we have pinned them back, but they do seem to be able to get out of those situations in which we are trying to press them. So it's important that we don't let them have too much of the ball in this second half. And we try to suffocate them, try to get the ball into good areas. Welcome anybody who's joining us. Oh, we've got 100 likes now. That's great. So we will score early in the second half. Yeah, but look, I'm a little bit worried about this one. Who's Daniel Ballard? Is he there? What position is he playing? Is he their other centre back? Ballard, yeah. So their centre back is one of the players of the game, which says a lot. And obviously, Wilson Isidore has had a bit of a bump up because he scored, but yeah, I am a little bit worried about this one. I am, got to say. Yeah, it is poor from Ampadu. The thing is, you say that, Clive, but I do think I have seen Strauch do some things like that before, so I wouldn't put it past him. I think it's something that they probably both have to work on. Strauch did it against someone when he got pulled way out of position. I can't remember who it was against. It might have been against Blackburn. He got pulled way out of position. He got properly dragged like up to the halfway line, and there was just a massive hole in behind. So Yeah, it's something that they all need to work on, but I am a bit worried about this game. We are back to huffing and puffing. Yeah, it's a very frustrating game, isn't it? Yeah. Who have we got on the bench then that can make a difference? Then we've got Laji Ramazani, and Wilfred Donto, who I think would make a difference in bringing the game to the opposition. I don't particularly think that bringing on Mateo Joseph for Joel Peru does anything for us. Well, I feel like that should be more of a return to the norm. Struggling against the top teams should be what we do because they are the top teams, but it's just, yeah, it's frustrating. So Jack Sterling thinks because Peru has not been particularly great in the first half of one game in a season where he's got 19 goal contributions, that's proved me wrong that he's not a good player. Don't think anyone's shown up. Literally one game. So just chill, Jack. Chill. It's one half of football. I think that some Leeds fans are like masochists and they want to feel terrible about the team and they want to have a go at people and they want to just be upset by the whole thing. Because how can you not be happy at the moment? We've come off the back of beating Cardiff 7-0, Coventry 2-0, Watford 4-0. We drew with Burnley, but then before that, we won 2-0 against Norwich, 3-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. How can you possibly be in a bad mood about Leeds and say, oh, yeah, prove that whole left-hand side's weak, prove Peru's not good enough? What do you mean? We've just scored, let's see, 4, 6, 13, 15, 18 goals in the last 18 goals in the last 6 championship games. So we're averaging scoring 3 goals a game. I don't even know why I'm taking him on, to be honest, but it's a general point that some Leeds fans just want to hate the club. They want to hate the players. They want to hate their fellow fans, but there's no need. Just chill out. Like, it's actually fine. And look, our bench is very strong as well. We've got substitutions. We've got options off the bench. Yeah, and we also picked up all the points in those games, Jack. So I'm not really sure what your point is. We've been top of the table for quite a while until we played after Sheffield United. I'm not really sure, like, yeah, what there is to complain about at the moment, but people find anything to complain about. Look, Isaac Schmidt is an option at right back because I do think that we've had Bogle on a yellow card, and that is a bit worrying for the second half, especially up against Enzo Lefebvre. How Isaac Schmidt would deal with Enzo Lefebvre defensively remains to be seen, but I do think that's an option in terms of having something a little bit extra to go forward with. I think potentially Rothwell would add a more attacking element because Gruev and Tanaka are both pretty defensive in their positioning. So I think what that will do is allow I think that what that will do is allow Rothwell to go forward a little bit more. And then, of course, like I said before, Ramazani and Nonto are the ones who can provide that extra little bit of get up and go. Nonto loves those near post shots to throw off the goalkeeper and stuff. Saying you brought up the goals. Yeah, I did. I brought up all the goals, right? And you said goals don't matter, the results count. And I said, yes, we got all the points from those games. And now you're saying you brought up the goals. make it make sense. Anyway. Yeah, we've literally conceded 1 goal as well. That's another thing as well. We've conceded 1 goal in however many games. Let's have a little look. This is the first goal we've conceded in the championship in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is the first goal we've conceded in the championship in 6 games. This being the 7th. So, what? Yes, exactly, Sijal. So, doesn't make any sense, does it? Look, I don't want to see Neil Warnock's head any longer. I want to see the second half. Nobody wants to see Neil Warnock's head longer than they have to. I want the second half to be on. If you're new here, make sure you... Oh, this looks threatening, doesn't it? Just happened to have a pair of scissors on my desk and was playing with them. Make sure you hit that big red button if you're new here. Let's just check. Yeah, the second half timer will work. We are coming out onto the pitch now for the second half, led out by Ilan Meslier. Sunderland plays out first, though. Joby McAnuff also going for my shout that Rothwell might add a little bit more in terms of bringing Leeds forward. There's a lot. They do pack the box, though, Sunderland. When we do go on the break and we do get down the wings and try and cross in, there's a lot of Sunderland players to come back. And it causes an issue for us trying to get those crosses into the box because there are so many players in there. We need people making good runs. And I feel like that's something we struggle with sometimes. Well, Leeds are heading out back onto the pitch now. The first half, look, we dominated the possession. We didn't dominate the chances, and that's kind of the story of the first half, and it's why we're 1-0 down. So I think we need to make a little bit of a big improvement. Our record when going behind first isn't great, but then obviously it's not great for anyone because how many teams come back from losing? Just about to get underway here. Hi, Barry. Welcome to the chat. We're underway again. And here is Sunderland get us kicked off. Long goal kick. Not goal kick. Long kick from the goalkeeper, should I say. And headed away there by Tanaka. But now Rodon wins it with a good foot there. Gruev. Bit scrappy already in this first opening exchanges here. Here's Wilson Isidore. Plays it out wide now to Enzo Lefebvre. Now Bellingham. Cross to Patrick Roberts. His ball back into the box. First time shot there by Hume, I think it was. Straight into the gloves of Meslier. But look, we're allowing them in early, and that's what we don't want to be doing. Where are you? Well, Copcats come to give us some good luck, so let's hope that you give us some luck, eh? Oh, and then here's Tanaka. Now Gruev. Over across to Rodon now. Oh, not on the desk, love. I'm doing a live stream at the moment. You're playing up in front of 83 people. Clearance there, but Hume, I think it was. Here's Rodon. Now Ampadu. Little lofted ball out to the left-hand side for Firpo. Now Bogle. Now Rodon. Tanaka. Tanaka with a long switch out wide to Solomon. Good touch there. Good ball and good touch. Good turn by Gruev. Now Tanaka. Oh, he tries to play it forward. It actually hit Firpo rather than going all the way through to Peru like it was intended. And now Sunderland can send the ball away, but it's straight back to Rodon. And now Gruev can carry it forward. What I'm hoping from this second half is that Leeds keep a lot of the possession as Sunderland to get more nervy and we start to turn the screw more and more, getting more chances. Gruev's done well to maintain that after a loose pass from Solomon. Now Rodon. Ampadu. Tanaka. Now Solomon. Ampadu. Sunderland haven't won at Ellen Road in 18 years, but are unbeaten at Ellen Road in the last 5. That's going to be a Leeds throw-in by the corner flag. I'm sure Luna comes and jumps on the desk and stuff just to get a bit of attention and then leaves. She wants a few compliments and then she's happy then and she can go. I mean, she might still be in here listening to me, but I feel like she left. Here's Bogle. Oh, Rig coming away with it. Leeds trying to win the ball back, and they do. Well done, there's Gruev. Now Rodon. Oh, definitely White Swan. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to get slowly further and further back. Dan James tries to cross that in the box, and that becomes Leeds' 9th corner. Come on, Leeds. Let's just score a corner, eh? Let's have our 125th corner be the first one that's going to be a direct from corner. Goal. Gruev with 2 arms up. Gruev. Decent ball in. Headed away, though. Still bouncing around in there, though, and now picked up on the left-hand side. Now Solomon crosses it into the box. Tanaka feels like he was pulled over there by... yeah, it was Sirkin. Oh, I've been calling him Kirkin. Is it Sirkin? Let's go with what the commentator says, but a bit of a, weird little wrestling. Sorry, that would be a penalty. Surely that would be a penalty. He doesn't need to be anywhere near the ball. He's just grabbed him and thrown him on the floor. We started okay. We gave them a chance early on. But since then, we have been trying to dominate possession and turn the screw a bit. That's what I'm wanting to see. Yeah, probably tend to agree, Stephen. Here's Peru. Ampadu. Oh, Ampadu's giving the ball away there. Sorry, that's not Ampadu. That's Aronson. Both start with an A, but Leeds have got a free kick anyway. Gruev looks like he's going to be the one to take this, or certainly Tanaka's coming to stand by him. Yeah, and that was the Swansea game, wasn't it? What Martin's mentioning there. Here's Dan James out on the right-hand side. Inside to Bogle now. Back to Dan James. Now Dan James. Oh, the feet is unbelievable. Dan James there still got the ball. Goes to shoot. It's actually hit a Leeds player, I think, there. And then Gruev goes for a shot, but it's deflected off a Sunderland player. And Gruev tried to bring down Rig, and it's going to be Firpo. I think Firpo's going to get himself a yellow card there, maybe. Yeah, Sunderland are going to try and slow down the game. They're going to try and break things up. They're going to try anything they can really to stop Leeds' momentum and tempo. And they're going to play on the counter attack. And then what's going to happen, which is going to be really frustrating for Leeds, is when they do play on the counter attack and we do bring them down, they're going to go crazy like it should be a red card, even though they've been thugging on our players. Here's Firpo. Oh. What's that going to be? Is that a throw into Sunderland? Firpo feels like he was definitely pulled back there. Now Firpo, again, trying to get the ball away. Isidore now in the box for Sunderland, trying to find a way to cross the ball. Ampadu does well to clear it, but only straight to a Sunderland player. To Hume, who's going to have to be forced to go backwards here, but Piru gets a foot in, and it's going to be a throw-in. Yeah, I think there's a call for Rothwell, but I don't think it's going to happen until at least the 60th. Archie Gray's in the crowd. Archie Gray in the crowd watching Leeds tonight, which is good to see. Little chipped ball there forwards from Leeds, but cut out by Ballard, I think it was in the end. And now it's a free kick against Leeds as well. So our little spell seems to have come to an end for the time being. Yeah, put Ampadu on. Ampadu. Put Archie Gray on. Yeah, just go. Archie, come down. Want a word with you. Here's Dan James picking the ball up. Good challenge there, though, by who was that made that challenge? The captain. Was it Hume? Not sure. Anyway, ball out to the left-hand side. Here's Firpo. Inside now to Solomon, and then Firpo gets it back again. Here's Solomon again, out on the left-hand side. Now Firpo gets it back to Solomon. Solomon tries to cross it across the box. The goalkeeper's there. Better, though, from Leeds. Better. That ball needs to come across a little bit earlier, perhaps. And you need somebody making that front post run. Here's Bogle on the right-hand side. Played into Aronson. Aronson comes forward here. Aronson pushed over from behind by Bellingham, and that's going to be a yellow card for Bellingham and a free kick to Leeds. Yeah, definitely a foul, cynical foul, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Let's do something there. Gruev whips it into the box. Goalkeeper bounces through to him in the end. Here's Bogle. Oh, ball nearly bounced to Piru, but it cannoned off a few different Sunderland players there. It's a bit of pinball going on at the moment. Ball still going around here. Leeds trying to win it back. Now Piru on the edge of the box. Oh, Piru tackled there. Good slide tackle. He needed to release that earlier. And then a foot in by Rodon. Now Bogle's offside. It's pinball at the moment. It's very much pinball. Nonto's warming up, by the way. Long free kick there from the Sunderland goalkeeper, headed away by Rodon. Now away by Luke 09, and then Dan James down to Joel Peru. What can Joel Peru do? Plays a nice little back heel there to Tanaka, who does well to keep hold of it. He's still going to, I'll tell you what, he's so good, Tanaka. He keeps hold of the ball so well. Oh, the ball nearly went through, though, from Bogle to Peru there. Good foot by Firpo. Leeds can win the ball back. A lot of the time that Sunderland are trying to get out from the back, Leeds are winning the ball back early, which is good because it's putting them under more and more pressure. That concentration level that they have to maintain, at some point it will crack. Here's Solomon out on the left-hand side this time. Can he get a ball in the box? He can get a ball across the box. Here's Aronson, and now Tanaka tries to chip it into the back post. Poor decision in the end by Tanaka. He's just rushed that one and it's bounced out for a goal kick. That's an odd statistic, isn't it? Daniel Farke has never beaten Sunderland in his managerial career. Such an odd statistic. Here's Firpo. Oh, yeah, point would be enough to take us back to the top. Karen saying about Schmidt getting more minutes as well. Yeah, like I said earlier, there's a potential for him at right back if Bogle is still on. Obviously, he's going to still be on that yellow card, but if we're worried about him getting a second, Aronson, Firpo now. Out wide again to Solomon here. Solomon cuts inside. Goes past a couple of players and he wins Leeds a free kick there as he was tripped up by Chris Rigg. Yeah, just stuck a leg out there, Rigg, and he's tripped Solomon. It's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Gruev looks to be the one that's going to take this again. Come on, good delivery. Little side foot volley at the back post. That's what I'm saying. Good delivery, side foot volley at the back post. Joel Peru. Poor delivery, no side foot volley. And then Aronson swings wildly at it with his left foot and it goes over the bar. Really poor. Really poor. Get the ball in a good area. Yeah, it's sort of frustrating. Frustrating those type of chances. Shankopotamus, Robert Wetzel saying, "Oh, Leeds have won the ball back here in a good position." Here's, oh, that's a bad challenge there from Tri Hume. That's going to get himself a yellow card. I'll tell you what, though, they've got a lot of yellow cards in their side. I think they must have 4 or 5 now at least. One of them gets sent off and different game. I mean, they'll sit in more and defend more, but yeah, they are. Somebody let me know how many there is. I could go, to be fair, I could just go on SofaScore and check. What, have they only got 3 yellow cards? Well, I thought they would have had more than that. Only 3 yellow cards for them. Feels like a lot more. Here's Gruev. We've got 2 yellow cards, to be fair, so that's why it seems like it's been quite a lot. There's been 5 in the game. Here's Dan James. Oh, good ball there from Dan James. Aronson tries to get it across the box. Leeds appealing for a penalty as the handball from Dennis Sirkin there. As the ball came across, he did appear to block the cross with his arm. Leeds fans and Leeds players alike incensed by the fact that referee didn't give that one. I would like to see that back. It did look like he blocked it with a hand. Just need something like that to drop for us, don't we? To get a penalty, to not have Strauch on the pitch to take it. Here's Gruev. Gruev's lost the ball then now. They're going to look to break here, but Leeds trying to force them backwards. When was the last time we did have an apology letter from the AFL? Rodon tries to lift that one forward for Solomon, but it's not far enough. Tanaka can win it back, though. Tanaka does really well there. Now Piru. Dan James. James has got such good feet tonight. Dan James still going. Tackled there. Referee looked like he was going to kick that. Good foot there by Gruev. And now Firpo. Here's Solomon inside the box. Now Tanaka with a chance to shoot. Tanaka goes to curl it. Just past the post. Tanaka thinks it came off the Sunderland player there. Maybe just a bit of a desperate attempt after his... Yeah, not sure whether he's just clutching at straws after he knew his chance was missing there. I mean, it did hit his arm on the penalty shout. It did hit his arm, but his arm was fairly near his side. Long goal kick then from Sunderland. Come on, Leeds. A draw. Look, a draw wouldn't be the end of the world. It takes us back to the top of the table. If we can get out of this and the Sheffield United game with 4 points, I think that's fine, isn't it? You'd be fairly happy with that. Here's Gruev. Ampadu. Now out to Firpo. Firpo tries to cross it in, headed away. Now Tanaka. Firpo again. Oh, Firpo tries to cross it in. It takes a deflection and goes straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. Yeah, been a few frustrating chances. I do think it would be a good time for some subs. Leeds have got Joseph, Nonto, Strauch, Ramazani, and Rothwell all warming up. Hi, Enoch. Welcome to the chat. And as you say, hopefully Leeds score a goal. I'm hoping that Ramazani and Nonto inject a little bit of something different, a little bit of pace into this. Obviously, Dan James has got the pace. Do you know what? I think I would like to say Dan James stay on. I think Dan James has been really good, but not Joseph, like Rookie says. For me, I'd bring on Ramazani for Solomon on the left, and I'd bring on Rothwell for Tanaka because he's on a yellow card. And I think those would be the subs I would make for now. I think that's what I would do. Here's Gruev. Now Gruev. Good ball into Solomon there, who cuts inside. Plays it across there to Bogle. Here's Dan James. Drops it off to Rodon. Now Solomon out on the right-hand side. Rodon. Ampadu. Gruev. Piru. Back to Ampadu again now. Tanaka. Gruev. And Pardew. Out to Joe Rodon. Now Jaden Bogle. Hopefully Leeds can fashion a crossing opportunity here. Bogle trying to get in behind there, but the ball's been cleared, but only as far as Dan James, who plays it back to his fellow Wales national teammate. Ampadu, who plays it to his Wales national teammate, Joe Rodon. Little chipped ball over the top, cut out by Sunderland there, and they try and clear, but Dan James is going to be able to just shield that one out for a Leeds throw-in. See, Leeds have had 4 shots in the second half, but 0 shots on target, and we've had 74% possession. Just get something on target. Gruev. Solomon doing well down the left-hand side there, looking for a chance to cross it. He's played it straight to a Sunderland player after all that hard work. And that's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in. All 5 of Sunderland's shots in the game have been on target, whereas Leeds have had a load of shots and none of them are on target, which highlights some of our issue. Look, I don't think this technically has been a tactical loss for Farker. I do think that Sunderland have been good, but I also think that if they didn't score that goal, you'd be saying that this was a very even game and that... See, Solomon just got... Oh, here's Aronson. Oh, unlucky, tackled away. Solomon got fouled there and went down as if he'd been shot and then just got straight back up again when he realised he wasn't getting anything. It's fouled by Dan James there. It's going to be a free kick to Sheffield United. I keep saying that, Sunderland. Here's Dennis Sirkin. Back to Luke O'Nien and then back to the goalkeeper again. Bogle heads it, but it's only gone as far as Bellingham, and now good foot by Bogle. It's going to be a throw in there to Sunderland. This is becoming more and more frustrating. I would like to see these subs be made. I don't know what the hold off is really. I don't know why we'd be holding off making these substitutions. Here's Patrick Roberts. Goes to shoot from distance. Meslier catches that one. That's another shot and another shot on target for them. All their shots just seem to be on target. To me, it's Ramazani that needs to come on with Rothwell. I think Dan James... I don't know. You may see that Nonto and Ramazani come on and do something, but for me, I think Dan James is having a really good game in what he's doing, like his individual ability to go past players and stuff, find himself in good positions. Ampadu, Gruev, across the road on now. Bogle. Now Piru. Here's Dan James. Piru on the edge of the box. Piru goes to shoot. Good save by the goalkeeper from that shot. Cleared away. And Patrick Roberts has gone past a couple of Leeds players there. Good foot, though, by Gruev, and apparently not according to the referee, so it's going to be a free kick to Sunderland. Their goalkeeper does not look like a goalkeeper. He looks like a centre-back. But decent strike by Joel Piru. First time he's really had a pop from that distance and got it on target. Oh, Tanaka and Gruev both off. Strauch is going to go into centre-back and Ampadu into midfield, I assume. Are they the only 2 substitutions? None in the attacking third? I'm surprised that there's none in the attacking third. I think in addition to that, you should have brought on Ramazani for Solomon. Or Nonto for Solomon. Yeah, so Rothwell. No, Rothwell is on. Tanaka and Gruev off. Rothwell and Ampadu in the midfield and Strauch to centre-back. Headed forward by Rothwell. Now Piru heads it back out wide here to Dan James. Dan James coming forward. Crosses it in. Headed away, though, by Hume. Now Firpo. Yeah, Tanaka would have been for the yellow card, I imagine. Firpo's just passed it straight into touch. Really frustrating when we do things like that. This is getting frustrating. We've now got Byram, Ramazani, Joseph, Schmidt, and Nonto warming up. Firpo wins that one back, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be Leeds throw in, yeah. He's something different, though, isn't he? He's trying something different. He's Ampadu in the midfield now, of course. Well, Ampadu's range of passing might help him out here. His ability to play the ball over the top if Dan James is willing to run in behind, which, you know, he always will be. Here's Dan James himself out on the right-hand side. Tries to cross it in. It's blocked and then cleared. Strouk's going to be able to pick that one up. Played it all the way back to Melier now. Now Strouk. Gruev. Now Dan James out on the right-hand side. Looking to cross here. I left the ball behind. Take it with you, Jan. Take it with you, Dan. I'm going to call him Jan then. Jan Dames. Here's Rojodon. Now Rojothwell. Across to Pascal Strouk. Not attempting that. Strouk. Firpo. Now Solomon. Out on the left-hand side. Drops it back off to Strouk. Rothwell. Rodon. Ampadu. Dan James tries to cross it in. There's not really been a best position where our chances have come from tonight. It's kind of been, we've been blocked out on nearly all fronts. Like crossing's not been great. Being able to play through the centre has not been great. The half spaces haven't particularly been working. I think he's been clever in the way he set Sunderland up, the Sunderland boss. Ball in towards the back post from Solomon, just bounces over everyone, and it's going to be a goal kick to Sunderland here. Hi, Tim. Welcome to the chat. Sunderland are making a couple of subs now as well. Yeah, so Isidore's coming off. Yeah, we've had no... I mean, I still think Dan James has been quite good, but we still haven't really had too much of a... We still haven't really had too much going on in terms of... on the wings, really. In terms of space, at least. So Chris Regan, Wilson, Isidore have come off. Ball forward here for Sunderland. It keeps bouncing back again to Sunderland here, and now Rothwell's able to give it to Melier, who sends it long and away there. Piru does well there to get the ball down to Brendan Aronson. Now Ampadu. Bogle. Rothwell. Cross to Strouk. Leeds are going to have to up the tempo if they want to score a goal. I'm sorry, but this is too slow. Here's Strouk. Oh, Firpo fouled there. And it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Just trips him over there, Roberts, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. So Matteo Joseph and Largi Ramazani are two of the players coming on for Leeds. Not coming on before this free kick, though, which Rothwell is going to take. Now that Gurev's off. Rothwell's delivery. It's a good one. It's in the box. It's in the back of the net. Come on. Pascal Struijk off the bench to score. Come on, Leeds. Great free kick from Rothwell in a really good area. And Pascal Struijk puts it in the back of the net. Come on, Leeds. Great ball in. Great ball in, and Pascal Struijk gets his head on it. Come on, Leeds. It was going on its way in, and then they booted it into the roof of their own net anyway. Yeah, Struijk just gets enough of a flick on it, and then it's Luke 09, I think, tries to clear it off the line, blasts it into the roof of his own net. Thank God Luke 09 sliced his clearance. I think that Dan James has been playing better than Solomon. But we are level. We just need taller players. Yeah, to be honest, Pascal Struijk gets on the end of a lot of headers. It's just that he's not got the quality in terms of his direction of header to be able to flick them in. A lot of the time, that's why they go astray. Sent away there by Bogle. Yeah, absolutely, CB. He's jumped so high, though, Struijk, to get on the end of it. Here is Struijk heading again away this time in defensively, in his defensive action, should I say. Oh, good feet there by Dan James, and then pulled back, which is going to be a yellow card there for Dennis Sirkin this time. Now they are on about 4 or 5 yellow cards. Yeah, just puts his arm in the way. Definitely a yellow card. Breaks up the counter-attack from Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Here's Rothwell. Meslier to Struijk. Now Rodon. Bogle. Look, I'm sorry, but two of Farke's substitutions linked up to score that. Rothwell with a cross into the box from the free kick and Struijk with a header. Like, really good substitutions. And that's another to add to Farke's goal from subs tally this season. Good ball down the line there. Here's Piru. Ball still rolling down the line there. Piru's going to get there. Piru into Dan James. Dan James is in the box here. Dan James trying to open the ball up. Here's Joel Piru. Goes to shoot. Blocked. Cleared away by Sunderland, but not very far. It's been sliced there. Bogle can try and force Enzo Lefebvre back, who's just absolutely, shall I say, shat the bed and played the ball into touch. Leeds are right up them now. Somebody said it like the moment we kicked off, said, come on, Leeds, get right up them. And now we're actually doing it at last. We are Leeds. 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 Verpo across to Ampadu. All the way back to Meslier now. Long clearance there from Rodon, flicked on by Joseph. Joseph is going to get to the second ball as well after it's headed away. Now here's Firpo coming down the left-hand side. Good ball there. And now Ramazani's in the box, but Ramazani is offside there, unfortunately, and it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick there to Sunderland. Do you mean this season as a whole, Clive? I think he has been very good, Rothwell. Listen to Mr. P, everyone. He knows what he's talking about. Smash the like for another Leeds goal. Just seeing that corner back now, that cross back. Strauch just flicks it on. Just enough. Yeah, Rothwell's been good, hasn't he? Their goalkeeper, Anthony Patterson, has just got himself a yellow card. So now they have about six players on a yellow card. They have been decent, haven't they, Richard? But not that good. That's going to go out straight for a Leeds throw-in. Ball forward there from Leeds towards Mateo Joseph, who's chasing down Luke O'Nien as he plays it back to the goalkeeper. A bit of pressure put under the goalkeeper here from Mateo Joseph, who sends that one long. And it is going to bounce out for a Leeds throw-in there. Bogle into Joseph. Back to Bogle again. Bogle tries to play it to Dan James. Dan James's touch is just a little bit loose. See, I'm just not sure about Rothwell. Rothwell's very good in the Championship. Is he good enough for the Premier League? When you could, instead of signing Rothwell, you could drop, I don't know, Gruev to the bench or Ampadu to the bench and buy a £30 million midfielder. Here's Strauch. Good to have you, Richard. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining us. Yeah, it's like this is just like full commentary with bias towards Leeds and not having to hear people chatting about whatever club you're playing. Here's Bogle. Now Joe Rodon. Rothwell. Strauch. Rodon again. If you're new here, anyone who's joining us, make sure you go ahead and well, my little red sub button's not working on my stream deck, but make sure you hit the sub button down below. For some reason, it won't work. But anyway, here's Joel Peru. Good turn there and plays the ball out wide to Dan James. Dan James with the cross towards the back post. That's going to make its way all the way through to Laji Ramazani here. Ramazani tackled, but he's still going here, trying to win the ball back. That's a shoulder charge, a heavy one by Patrick Roberts, but adjudged to be a fair one by the referee. The clearance, though, picked up by Bogle, and now Dan James down the right-hand side still. Dan James tackled, but the ball's going to pop out to the right-hand side again for a throw into Leeds. Bogle to take. Leeds might be making another sub here. Oh, no. Sunderland are bringing on Jan Poveda. Patrick Roberts off, Jan Poveda on. Why are Leeds fans booing Jan Poveda? He tried at Leeds. He never made it. It wasn't quite good enough. Not sure that's a reason to boo him. Yeah, I suppose it's a good squad player to have, isn't it, Clive? If you are going up to the Premier League, pretty reliable. Nothing special in the Premier League, that is, but will do you a good job in there. Here's Bogle. Bogle, good feet here from Bogle. Now Peru trying to get forward there, but can't quite squeeze through that gap. That's a foul by Ampadu, and it's going to be a free kick. Come on, Leeds. 36,800 and something attendance at Ellen Road this evening, which, given the number of seats that are closed off for one reason or another, is probably about capacity. Not for too long, though, hopefully, with a bit of a stadium expansion coming. Here's Strauch. Now Rodon. Yeah, Poveda always seemed like he had a little bit of a spark, didn't he, Isaac? A little bit of a something about him, a twinkle in the eye, or an ability to go past people, but just never quite materialized in enough of a solid way for him to actually make it at Leeds. He obviously had some issues when he went to Blackpool and stuff as well. Here's Joel Peru. Good ball there into Ramazani. Ball bouncing around here. Can Leeds get the ball back? Peru, it's bouncing around still and then cleared eventually by Sunderland. And Leeds can pick it up. Good ball out to the right-hand side here for Jan Poveda, actually. Plays the overlap. Good foot there from Strauch. And Firpo can clear it. Oh, well, he should have been thinking about clearing it. I think he's going to... Yeah, he's going to win himself a free kick. Well done by Firpo. Yeah, they probably got him for free, Martin, I would imagine. I mean, I know that you know that and that you're being sarcastic, but I sometimes I just read things out and just take them at face value because my brain's working so quickly to commentate and read comments out. So I understand that what you said was probably satirical. Luke 09 now bringing the ball forward. That's great, Richard. Really appreciate that. Thank you for finding us in our little happy corner of the internet, watching Leeds United at present draw 1-1. Here is Joe Rodon now. Ampadu. Now Strauch. Leeds bringing it over the halfway line. No, you're right, Pierre. It's not the worst result in the world, is it? I don't mind it. Firpo's going to get himself a yellow card now, which was a bit silly because I think Ampadu had that covered. Come on, Leeds. Not long now. Either get a second goal or just don't concede. But like I said, if Leeds are able to get a draw out of this one and beat Sheffield United, 5 minutes added on then to the end of this game. 5 minutes added on. Just to give you an idea of it. Yeah, just to give you an idea of it. Well, 50. No, that looks stupid. Never mind. Ignore that. Here's Joe Rodon. Now Pascal Strauch. Rothwell. Good carry in forward there from Rothwell. Now Joseph plays it out wide well to Firpo. Firpo with a chance to put the ball in the box. It drops here for Ramazani on the edge. Oh, it nearly falls for Joseph in the box, but there was a Sunderland player in the way. Like I said before, they do seem to get a lot of players, a lot of bodies behind the ball in the box. Ampadu tries to win the ball back there, but that's going to be a foul and a free kick to Sunderland. Leeds are making a substitution. Sam Byram is now entering the field. I imagine probably for... Oh, no, for Firpo. I suppose Firpo was on a yellow card as well, but Bogle's on a yellow card. So, no, it wasn't a corner, Pierre. It was a free kick. Patrick Roberts tripped up. I can't remember who it was. Patrick Roberts tripped a Leeds player up out on the left-hand side, and the resulting free kick was whipped in by Rothwell, and Stroud got on the end of it and flicked it past the keeper. Good touch there by Sam Byram. Byram feels like he was probably fouled there, but he's given the ball away. Now ball played out to the right-hand side. Strauch trying to cover this right wing now at the moment, stop the ball coming in the box. Hasn't been able to, but he drops back into his position again. Oh, Leeds might be on a break here. Here's Mateo Joseph. Mateo Joseph completely fouled. That's going to be a yellow card for Luco 9. I think it is. How many yellow cards are they on now? So did I, to be honest. But yeah, Joseph, it was a clever little move. It's that knock it one side of them and run the other side is what he tried to do. No worries, Penny. Thanks for joining me. 5 yellow cards. Poor challenge from Luco 9. Leeds are on a proper break then, which is frustrating, but is it 6 yellows? Yeah, I thought it was more than 5. Bogle. Who is that? It's Piru with the twinkle toes. Oh, Joseph tries to get the ball. Oh, Joseph does well, though, to keep the ball. He's been a lot better, Joseph, today. Here's Rothwell. Byram. Back across now to Pascal Strauch. Yeah, it's 6 now. It's just that Isidore got subbed off and he was on a yellow card as well. So that's probably why it doesn't say him, because he's obviously off the pitch now. Sunderland clearing that one. Pascal Strauch can come and clear that one up. Not be impressed, though, by Sunderland, so he can take his time to bring that forward and then give it to Ampadu. Ampadu back to Strauch. Yep, it does seem like that, CB. The only thing I have to deal with is the fact that it says powered by StreamYard in the top right, but not the end of the world, is it? Here's Bogle. I mean, look, coming away to Ellen Road and getting a draw is a good result for any team in the Championship. Bogle shoots. Goalkeeper saves it at his near post, and that's going to be a Leeds corner kick. No problem, Ryan. Thank you again for your wonderful words. Yeah, it's the not streaming directly from the PC that seems to be. It's OBS, I think, that crashes my computer more than anything else. Corner here, but look, Strauch's on the pitch now, so there's always a chance. Maybe that's why we haven't scored, because Strauch's been injured for a while. This is our 126th corner since we last scored directly from one. Oh, Ramazani. Oh, it's gone back out wide here to Rothwell. Rothwell in the box. Tries to cross it in. Yes! Strauch's put it in! Leeds have won 2-1. Leeds have done it. 2-1 to Leeds at the back post. Oh, my God. 3 points from behind. Unbelievable stuff. Pascal Strauch, 2 goals from him. Unreal. Unreal. Rothwell, instead of putting it in for Daniel Varker bending over, they just couldn't even believe what had just happened. Rothwell could have put it in with his right foot. He cut back in and whipped a ball in with his left. Now, I think it fooled the defenders there, and Strauch is just on the line to head it in. Come on. Come on, Leeds. Daniel Farker's just got himself a yellow card. Who cares, eh? Who cares? That's his second ionic yeet. He ionically yeeted it into the back of the net. Daniel Farker apparently is getting a touchline ban. Let's have a look. Ball came into the box. Ramazani with a great pass out to the right wing, and then Rothwell looked like he was going to cross it with his left. Crossed it in with his left. No, it's still going on. Game's still on. Crossed it in with his left, and Strauch is just there at the back post. The goalkeeper flaps at it. Hey, thank you so much to Mr. P. He's just made that goal even just that little bit sweeter for me. For Pascal super sub Strauch double. That's the final whistle, though. That's the final whistle. Mr. P with the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mr. P. I really, really appreciate that. For Pascal super sub Strauch double. Yeah, look, fantastic. Thanks, Mr. P, for that one. Fantastic result for Leeds, right at the death. I'm not sure. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on the pitch. We will stay live just for a few seconds after the final whistle, but there is a lot of pushing and shoving between Leeds players and Sunderland players. And I don't know what Farker got his yellow card for, or his red card even. Don't know what that was about. But look, what a great result. What a great result. And obviously it keeps Sunderland exactly where they were. Let's have a look. Leeds fans singing I Predict a Riot in full force. 72 points. Another win on the board. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what Daniel Farker got booked for. Or he's smiling now, and you would be, wouldn't you? Your team have just won right at the death after going 1-0 down. That's fantastic for us. That really is good. Great subs by Farker. Yeah, absolutely. That's a 2 more goals from the substitute that he adds to that list of goals from substitutes he's got, because it's the most out of anyone all season. Look. Wow. Namimi is saying, cheers, Max. It's 5 a.m. here in Thailand. Well, I appreciate... Oh, that's the wrong one. I appreciate you staying up, Namimi. And it was worth it in the end, wasn't it? Farker is banned for next week, which is against Sheffield United, which is going to be a shame. I don't know what he did. Did he over-celebrate? He looked like he came and jumped and celebrated with the players, but I'm not sure why he's been banned. Well, not to be worrying about it tonight, though, eh? Because Leeds are back where we belong, top of the table. His Leeds, here's everybody else. He said aubergine. God damn it, Daniel. You've ruined it all. But look. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining me. Thanks for those of you who are continuing to be members. Thanks to those of you who are new members. Thanks to those of you who have contributed to the stream financially as well through your super chats and super stickers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And of course, all the normal subscribers and people who have come in here to chat today. Unbelievable result. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining me. Check out my match reaction after this, or check it out tomorrow. And also check out my hot takes video that came out the other day, because that needs a little bit of TLC, shall we say. But look, thanks everybody so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And it's all worthwhile, isn't it, when Leeds go and win like that? Unbelievable. Thanks everybody for joining me. Make sure you check out the match reaction and that hot takes video as well. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.